I never believed a place could remember pain. I never believed walls could absorb screams. I never believed blood could stain air forever until I moved into that room and slowly realized I was not living there. I was waiting there, waiting to die again. And again I moved in because I had no choice. Cheap rent, close to work. Old building, broken elevator, flickering hallway lights, and a landlord who never asked questions. People like me do not get luxury. We get survival. And survival sometimes comes with curses. You do not see it first. The room was on the 4th floor. Number 417. The paint was peeling. The ceiling had water stains shaped like human faces. And the floor always felt damp, even when it had not rained. The air inside smelled like metal and old sweat, like something had been trapped there for years and never allowed to leave the first night. I felt watched, not in a dramatic way, not like in movies, in a slow, suffocating way, like someone was sitting in the corner of the room, breathing quietly, learning my habits, memorizing my weakness. I ignored it. Because poor people ignore danger. Fear is a luxury. And I needed sleep at around 2:18 a.m. I woke up gasping. My lungs felt crushed. My chest felt heavy, like someone had dropped a concrete block on it. I tried to sit up, but my body refused. Every muscle was frozen. Every nerve screamed. And then I felt fingers, cold, wet, sharp, pressing into my ribs, digging, squeezing, testing. Something was sitting on me. Could not see it, but I could feel that its weight shifted slowly, like it was adjusting its position. Trying to get comfortable on my body, I tried to scream. Nothing came out. My throat felt stitched shut then. It leaned close to my ear and whispered my name in a voice that sounded like mine, but broken, cracked, filled with pain. You remember me. Its breath smelled like rotten meat and rusted iron. I felt droplets fall on my cheek. Thick, sticky, warm. When I wiped them later, they were blood suddenly. Its hands wrapped around my neck, not gently, not slowly, violently, with hatred, with hunger, with purpose. Its fingers pushed deep into my skin. I felt something tear, something snap. My vision exploded into white dots. My ears rang like sirens. I kicked and thrashed, but it only tightened its grip, laughing softly, enjoying the way my body begged for air. Then everything changed. The room disappeared. I was standing in another place, same room, but different time, fresh paint, no stains, no smell, and I saw myself, another version of me, younger, healthier, smiling, sitting on the bed with someone I used to love. She was holding my hand, laughing, happy. I remembered this night, Valentine's night, 3 years ago. Night I died. The memory played like a nightmare movie. We were arguing. She was crying. I was angry, drunk. Stupid. I pushed her. She fell, hit her head, blood, so much blood. She stopped moving. I panicked. I screamed. I shook her. Nothing. She was dead. And then I heard footsteps. Her brother. He saw everything. His eyes changed. He did not scream. He did not talk. He picked up the kitchen knife and walked toward me. Tried to run, slipped on blood, fell. He stabbed me once, twice, 10 times. My chest, my stomach, my throat. I felt every blade, every tear, every scream. And now I was watching it again from outside, forced to relive it. The thing beside me whispered, "This is where you became mine." Suddenly, I was back on my bed, gasping, choking, bleeding, my neck covered in red marks, my shirt soaked, my nails broken from scratching my own skin. I thought it was a nightmare. I was wrong. From that night, it started coming every night, always after 2 a.m. Always when I was weakest. Sometimes it dragged me off the bed and smashed my head into the floor until I saw stars and tasted blood. Sometimes it pinned me to the wall and punched my ribs until something cracked inside. Sometimes it bit my shoulder and ripped flesh with its teeth. Sometimes it stood on my legs and twisted them backward until I screamed silently, and every time it showed me my death again. I stopped sleeping. I stopped eating. I stopped feeling. Human, my body became a collection of bruises, scars, and open wounds that never healed properly. Doctors said stress, hallucination, trauma. They had no idea. It did something worse. It brought me someone else. I woke up to screaming, a real scream, not mine, from the corner of my room. A boy, maybe 19, crying, bleeding, was tied to a chair with wires. His arms were cut open, blood dripping on the floor. The thing stood behind him, using my face, my voice, my body. It looked at me and said, "Your turn to watch." Then it slit his throat slowly, slowly, enjoying every second. Blood sprayed on my walls, on my bed, on my face, warm and thick. The boy's eyes stared at me until they went empty, then everything vanished. No body, no blood, no proof, only trauma. I tried to leave, packed my bags, booked another place. The elevator stopped. Between floors, lights went out. It appeared behind me and whispered, "You cannot escape your grave." The elevator fell. I woke up in hospital, broken ribs, cracked skull, internal bleeding. Doctors said miracle. I knew better. It let me live because suffering was better than death. On my last night in that building, I set fire to my room. I wanted to burn it, erase it, destroy it as flames rose. I heard laughing from inside the fire, from inside my head, from inside my bones. "You carry me now." And it was right. I moved cities, changed jobs, changed names, but every night at 2:18 a.m. feel hands on my chest, fingers on my throat, teeth on my skin, and I see her blood, his knife, my death. Again. Some rooms never let you leave, some sins never let you rest, and some ghosts are not dead people. They are your own murder coming back to finish the job. I bought the mirror because it was cheap, cracked on one side, slightly yellow from age, and the seller kept saying no refund, no return, take it or leave it. I should have left it, but poor people learn to accept cursed things when they are affordable. I had just moved into a small apartment near my workplace. Old building, thin walls, strange neighbors, constant water dripping sounds, and a bathroom that always smelled like rust and mold. The mirror was for that bathroom. I did not want to see my face in broken tiles anymore. The first night after I installed it, I noticed something strange. My reflection blinked late, not much, not obvious, just half a second slower than May told myself. It was tired eyes, long shift, stress, nothing else. At around 1:40 a.m., I went to wash my face. The light flickered, the fan made clicking noises. Water came out brown first, then clear. I looked up and my reflection was smiling. I was not. My lips were straight. My face was tired, but in the mirror, I was smiling, wide, painful, unnatural. My stomach twisted. I raised my hand. My reflection raised it late again. That delay, that hesitation, like it was thinking before copying. May whispered, "Stop." My reflection whispered back in a voice deeper than mine, "Make me." Suddenly, the light went off complete. Darkness. I felt hands grab my shoulders from behind, cold, wet, slimy. They slammed me into the mirror. My forehead cracked. Blood ran down my nose. My teeth hit glass. I screamed. The light came back. I was a lone, bleeding, shaking mirror. Normal, no smile, no movement. I cleaned myself and slept. That was my third mistake from that night. It started coming out, not fully, not clearly at first. Only parts. A hand through the mirror, a face behind my face, an eye inside my eyes. Sometimes when I brushed my teeth, I felt fingers inside my mouth, pressing my tongue, choking me, pulling my jaw open until it felt like it would snap. Sometimes when I shaved, the mirror version would cut me first, deep, slow, watching my blood drip into the sink. Every wound I saw in the mirror appeared on my body seconds later. like it was practicing on my reflection before doing it to me one night. I woke up unable to breathe. My chest was burning. My lungs felt full. I ran to the bathroom, looked at the mirror, and saw myself drowning in black water. My reflection was underwater. Eyes wide, bubbles coming out. I grabbed the sink. Suddenly water rushed into my mouth, my nose. My throat, I choked, vomited, collapsed when I woke up. My bathroom floor was flooded. No pipe was broken, no leak, only my body shaking in water. Then the memories started, memories I never haughty saw myself in another life, another body, another time, standing in front of the same mirror. A woman was behind me, crying, begging. She said, "Please do not trap me." Laughed I, held her head, and smashed it into the mirror again, until her skull broke, blood covered the glass, and her soul went inside. I woke up screaming. That was not my memory, or maybe it was from another life, from another sin. The mirror started talking, not loudly, not clearly, inside my head. "You locked me here. Now you will replace me one night." It came out fully. I was lying on my bed when my legs were dragged hard, fell, hit my head. Black spots filled my vision. It stood over me face, but wrong skin, hanging eyes, black mouth stretched. It kicked my ribs, crack again, crack. I tasted blood. It lifted me and threw me into the bathroom, smashed my head into the mirror glass, entered my skin, my eyes, my mouth. I screamed until my throat tore. It grabbed my arm, twisted it backwards, snapped my bone, came out white, wet. It smiled, "Your body fits me better." Then it pushed my face into the mirror. My head went inside like water, cold, sticky, dark. I was inside a world of reflections, thousands of me, crying, bleeding, screaming, all trapped, all punished, all replaced. They showed me everything, every murder, every betrayal, every sin had done in past lives. I was a killer, a rapist, a torturer, a monster, and every victim was here, waiting. They attacked me, clawed me, bit me, ripped my skin. I felt myself die hundreds of times, burned, cut, drowned, strangled. When I woke up, I was standing in front of the mirror, smiling naturally, comfortably. Behind me on the floor was my real body, twisted, broken, dead. I was not inside it anymore. I was inside the glass now. I wait every night, watching, learning faces, learning habits, waiting for someone poor enough, lonely enough, desperate enough to buy me and take me home so I can escape again. I took the night shift because it paid extra, because I had debts, because I had no choice, because survival makes you ignore warnings, even when those warnings are written in fear on other people's faces. I worked as a caretaker in a small private hospital on the edge of the city. Emergency ward, ICU floor, old building, weak lights, broken cameras, long empty corridors, and silence so deep it felt alive. My duty was simple: check patients, clean rooms, respond if anyone calls, make sure no one dies alone. That last part still haunts me. No one told me about room 309. No one told me why it was always locked, why nurses avoided it, why doctors never entered alone on my first week. I asked. A senior nurse whispered, "Do not go there at night." That was on my 7th night at 2:11 a.m. I heard the bell ding from room 309. My heart stopped. No patient was registered there. I checked the board. Empty still. Ding again. I picked up the file and walked. Each step felt heavy. The corridor felt longer. The lights flickered when I reached the door. It was slightly open. Cold air was coming out like a freezer. I pushed it. The room was dark. Curtains closed. No light, no machine sound. And I heard breathing, slow, wet, painful from the bed. I turned on my torch and saw him, a man, thin, twisted, barely human. His arms were tied with old bandages, his legs bent backward, his neck tilted sideways like someone had broken him and tried to fix him badly. His eyes were open, staring, not blinking. He whispered, "You are late." My throat dried. "Sir, you are not registered here." Smiled and suddenly sat up fast, too fast. His bones cracked loudly. I stepped back, jumped off the bed, landed on all fours, like an animal. Then he ran straight at me. He slammed me into the wall. My head hit hard. Stars exploded in my vision. He grabbed my collar, lifted me, and smashed me. Again and again. My ears rang. My teeth hurt. My jaw shook. He whispered in my ear, "They left me here to rot." Then he pushed me to the floor, sat on my legs pressed his knees hard. I heard a crack. My scream died in my throat. Pain shot through my spine. He grabbed my arm, twisted it behind my back slowly, carefully enjoying it. He begged, "Please stop. Please." He laughed, a dry, broken laugh like paper tearing. He dragged me across the floor. My back burned. My skin peeled. He pulled me under the bed, dark, tight, smelling of medicine and death. Something grabbed my ankle. Not him, something else, cold, sticky, strong. It pulled. I screamed. He whispered, "They are hungry too." Suddenly memories filled my head. Not mine. His I saw him on this same bed years ago, surrounded by doctors, screaming, begging. They were experimenting, testing, cutting, injecting, ignoring his pain. He died and woke up, still here, still trapped, still aware. He crawled out with me, threw me against these cupboard. It fell on my leg, crushing. I felt something inside move wrongly. He stood over me, breathing fast. "You will stay too." He grabbed my face, pressed his forehead to mine. Suddenly, I could not move. My body froze. My lungs refused air. I felt my heartbeat slow. I saw myself lying on that bed, future me, eyes open, body twisted. Another patient, another forgotten soul. I forced myself to bite my tongue. Pain shocked me awake. I kicked, hit his chest. He fell back, screaming, "Not human, not normal." Alarms started ringing. Lights turned on. Staff ran in. He vanished. Room empty. No bed, no patient, no signs. Only me, broken, crying, unable to stand. They said I fainted. Stress, hallucination. I quit that day. 3 months later, I still wake up at 2:11 am, feeling weight on my legs, hands on my arms, breathing near my ear, and every night I hear it from nowhere, "You are not discharged yet." I never thought a normal phone could destroy my mind. I never thought something so small could control my life, my sleep, my thoughts, my breathing. But now I know. Evil does not always come with claws and blood. Sometimes it comes with notifications. I was living alone in a small rented room near my office. One bed, one table, one fan, one window facing another building. Nothing special, nothing scary. Just a normal life. Wake up, work, scroll phone, sleep. Repeat like millions of people. Like maybe you. One night, around 12:47 a.m., my phone vibrated. No sound, no ringtone, just vibration. Burr. I picked it up. No notification, no message, no call, no app alert, nothing. I thought it was a glitch and put it down. 2 minutes later. Burr. Again I checked. Nothing. This continued every 2 minutes all night. Burr. Silence. Burr. Silence. By 3 a.m., my head was heavy. My eyes burned. My chest felt tight. I switched off Wi-Fi, mobile data, Bluetooth, everything still. Burr. I turned off the phone completely, placed it on the table, closed my eyes. Then I heard it from the table, a whisper, very soft like air leaking from a wound. Look at Memmy. Eyes opened instantly. My phone screen was on. Even though I had powered it off, the screen was black with white text. LOK at Memmy. Hands started shaking. This is a dream. This is a dream. This is a dream. I touched the phone. It was warm like skin. Another message appeared. You always look at me. Now I look at you. My room felt smaller, walls closer, ceiling lower, air heavier. Suddenly, my front camera opened. I saw myself lying on bed, scared, sweating, breathing fast. Then something moved behind the camera. Something tall, thin, dark, standing near my window. I turned my head. Nothing. I looked back at phone. It was closer in camera. Its face slowly appeared. No eyes, no mouth, only smooth skin like a mannequin, like something unfinished. I dropped the phone. It fell on bed, still recording, still showing. It leaned closer to main the screen. Then my phone speaker turned on me. Heard my own breathing, but slower, deeper, not matching mine. Someone else was breathing inside my phone. I ran to the bathroom and locked myself, sat on the floor, holding my knees. My phone vibrated in my pocket. I had forgotten it was there. I did not take it out. Again, finally. I looked, the screen showed, WH, why are you hiding? I live with. Why are you? Suddenly my bathroom light went off. Darkness, pitch black. Then my phone flashlight turned on by itself, pointing at the mirror, and in the mirror I saw myself sitting. But behind me was that thing standing very close, its head touching mine, its smooth face slowly bending toward my ear. I felt cold air touch my skin. A whisper, not from phone, not from outside, inside my head. You gave me your time, your sleep, your loneliness, your thoughts. Now give me your body. My phone fell into sink water, started running, still working, still glowing. Screen showed a video, me sleeping from tonight. I was on my bed, eyes closed, peaceful like a dead body. I screamed and smashed the phone on wall. Again, it broke. Screen cracked, battery out, silence. I collapsed, crying, shaking. Next morning, I woke up on floor, sunlight, normal sounds, traffic, birds, everything normal. I laughed. Was hallucination, stress, overthinking me? Bought a new phone, new number, new SIM. Life went back to normal for 2 weeks. Then one night at 12:47 am, my new phone vibrated. One message from unknown. I miss why. Underwrite a live video. I'm sleeping in real time on my bed right now. I slowly raised my eyes and saw my bedroom door open, just a little, with darkness breathing behind. I did not scream. I did not move, because I finally understood it was never in the phone. The phone was just the door.